Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Reva Lewis, and I'm going to welcome you guys to my art channel, Odd Humans. So in this video today, I'm going to be taking you through the entire process of pretty much my very first commission of this year, and overall in general, actually. I'm going to be going from start to finish, thumbnail to practically seeing the full finished printed product, partial anyways. So this thing was about 11 hours total, from thumbnail sketch to the finished product, and give or take, because I'm sure I cut it off a few times just to noodle around a bit. Actually, a matter of fact, I'm positive I did. But other than that, other than me talking about the process of this video, I also wanted to get into a few other things. Like, I wanted to talk about a few things that I know that are holding me back as an artist, and some things that may be holding you guys back as an artist, and hopefully we can meet on one accord and kind of work these things out, because it's pretty much my goal this year to like change most things about me. Especially artistically, because I'm trying to push myself into being a professional artist and all that, but more on that a little bit later. So in this video, like I said, it was about 11 hours total to fully illustrate this, and the client wanted a goddess, and this is, for the most part, she wanted a nature goddess, and hopefully it came out. I think she liked it. She hasn't seen the final printed product yet, but I've sent her pictures, and I think she likes the image. But so this was definitely something that was completely out of my comfort zone. I generally like to do lots of dark nature kind of things, and doing this was a lot lighter, and it's me drawing an individual, like people. I haven't had a lot of practice with drawing people, and that was also a goal this year, actually, to draw more people, characters, and stuff like that, and I'm working on it. But yeah, this was out of my comfort zone, but it was actually it was fun to a certain extent, and then I got really tired, and that sounds bad to say. It's just sometimes once I've reached a certain point on a project, and sometimes I lose interest, and I'm sure a lot of artists do the same thing. But being that this was something that I wouldn't normally work on, it just felt like it happened a lot quicker, that I lost a little bit of interest, but I pushed forward and tried to do the best that I could, and I like the final image. I think I did a pretty decent job for it being my first commission this year. But yeah, so into this video. So I started off with the thumbnail sketch, as you saw, very loose, very rough, just to give a general idea. I think that was the image that I had sent to her as well, to kind of like choose. I sent her multiple different thumbnails to kind of choose from, as far as how I wanted, or how I've envisioned her goddess nature individual. She wanted a strong warrior type goddess woman, and this is my vision of her. So I started off with a really rough thumbnail, and I like to kind of blow those up on the canvas and just rework it until I find something that looks nice and mostly accurate that I can work from again. And I do this a couple times, actually, blowing things up size wise and redrawing, only no more than about 2 or 3 times probably, until I get like a final drawing to where I could really get in there. And this, I think I did it actually one more time than I would normally have if it was my own personal work, because I wanted to make sure that I got all the lines in place, all the details and stuff, everything where I wanted it to go. And this was also different because I didn't use a lot of black, as you're going to see when I ink this up. I didn't use a lot of black because I knew she was probably not going to be that into that, and she was going to be definitely wanting it packed with some beautiful colors. And actually, it might have been too many colors at a certain period in time, but I don't know, you'll see. Maybe I'm getting too ahead of myself. But yeah, it's mostly just line work in this. And as you can see, these freaking branches, I mean, this tree thing on her head was, it was something. It was something to draw. It was something to draw. The entirety of it was something to draw. It actually took quite a long time for me to ink this. I think about, do I want to say 4 hours? I think 4 hours. And it was all just lines because I was just trying to get it perfect. And then all of the leaves. But anyway, I digress. So you see now I'm fixing her face, and her face is going to change from what it is currently, because when I sent her progress pics of this, she thought that the face looked too angry, and of course it was just all sketchy and everything. So I changed up the face to make her a little less scary and angry and more cute and womanly, because she looks really ugly right here, but she'll look better in the end, trust me. So I think that, did I struggle on anything here? I think the only thing that I had issues with, and it's still not correct in the final image, I assume it's not correct. I feel like there's something off with it, but I don't know how to change it. Not yet, and that's what practice is for. But her arms and her hands, I'm terrible. Good gosh, I'm so terrible with hands, and I need to practice those, but it's like, it's not fun to do that, but I know I have to, so I will do that eventually. But her hands and her arms, which I'm not sure if like the forearm or the shouldery part was too long. Something is just a little bit off, but I tried to do the best that I can, like I said, and I think it came out pretty nice in the end. So here is me. This is the part that I would not normally do, although I guess the rest of this was rough enough. And I don't know if you guys saw that little picture of my reference in the beginning. Maybe it's not in this video, I'm not sure, but I did have reference for, well, I have reference for everything that I do, by the way. Reference is great, you guys use it. It has helped me so much become a better artist, and helped me to draw things that I didn't know how to draw, because I mean, I can't draw a tiger from my imagination if I don't know. Well, that's not a good example. A plane, let's go with that. A technical plane. You try to draw a plane from your imagination, it will 9 times out of 10 not be correct. But if you look at it, look at different pictures, and understand it, then you can manipulate it and kind of do whatever you want with it. And that's what I do with all of my artwork, looking at references and stuff like that. Faces, I was looking at references of clothing, of trees and bushes and birds and stuff like that for this. So I'm just pretty much refining at this point. And I think from here on out, I mean, it's pretty much clear. It's just refining at this point, and then the line work and everything like that. So I want to, if I see anything else that I need to explain, because I am watching this video while I'm talking to just kind of see where I am. If I see anything else, I'll point it out and explain it if need be. But otherwise, I'll be talking about those few things that I feel like are holding me back as an artist, and that may be holding you guys back as an artist. And these are not in any particular order, and they also, well, I don't know, I'm just going to list them right now, and then I'm going to go into each one. So fear is one thing that I definitely think is holding me back. Procrastination, the fact that I'm unorganized, and how I market myself. So I'm just gonna go with fear, the first one, and start talking about that a little bit. Fear has been the biggest hindrance in my life in its entirety, and not even anything dealing with art. It has just been a hindrance for me in life in general, because fear can stop you in your tracks. Fear can make you not want to chase your dreams, make you afraid to go after what you want, and I don't know, find something that brings you joy and happiness, because you're thinking about all of the consequences of what could, couldn't, should, whatever. You're thinking about all of the negative stuff that could happen instead of all of the positive stuff. And I'm really trying to gear myself into positivity this year. It's been so difficult because I've been practically what's the word? It's not optimistic, it's pessimistic. There we go. I've been pretty much pessimistic for the majority of my life, especially when it came to my art. I never felt like I could be a professional artist, or a good artist at that. I mean, just in general, be a good artist, but I never thought I can be a professional artist. And I really want to, because I don't think that there's anything else that I want to do. Maybe some stuff in like the film industry, but that's a whole different world. But this is my life. This is when I wake up in the morning, this is what I think about. I'm constantly thinking about different pieces throughout the day and how I can create something that's newer and better. So I know creativity is just something that's pretty much ingrained in me, and something that I can never let go. And I have to let fear go. I have to not be afraid. And last year was probably the very first year actually that I actually put myself out there. And even still, I didn't put myself out there enough, but I am proud of myself for getting to the place where I did. I've done some public art. I've done a couple commissions as far as mural work goes anyways. Nothing with just drawing. I've sold my work at shows and traveled to be a part of conventions and stuff like that. And that all happened because I let go of my fear of showing people my work. And to my surprise, there were a lot of people that really seemed to like it, and they commented and they complimented me and talked about how nice this was, that was, so on and so forth. I didn't get too many people that bought things, but that's a whole different side of life. But just that small milestone was enough to let me know that this is possible. I have to stop being afraid of putting myself out there. I have to stop being afraid of being the worst artist in the world. I think that no one should ever feel that way. Actually, I want people to feel like they can do anything, and you can. You can do absolutely anything you put your mind to. If you want to be a fantastic artist, then all it takes is for you to put in the effort to be that fantastic artist. That means putting yourself out there. That means showing people your work. That means talking to people about your work, connecting with other individuals, whatever you need to be. Just let that fear of failure go, because you're only going to fail if you don't try. And I know you guys may have heard that a lot, but it's absolutely true. If you don't try, there's 100% guarantee that you will fail. And you're over here thinking about, what if I fail if I try? What if you don't? And so that's where my mind is this year, pushing the fear out, trying to be the best artist I could possibly be, and hoping for the best. And I hope you guys can do the same. So the next thing I want to talk about, procrastination. Man, I am probably one of the biggest procrastinated individuals, if you ever met me, that you would ever meet. I procrastinate on practically everything life puts in my face. I procrastinate on, taxes. I haven't done my taxes yet. I need to do that. I procrastinate on, well, I think you get the point. I don't think I need to list everything that may give you some negativeness about me, but the point is procrastination, me not doing what I need to do in time. And I feel like as capable as I am and as capable as I can be, I should not be procrastinating, because I feel like I could be 10 times better than I am right now if I stop procrastinating. If I kept the sketchbook like I said I was going to do, if I drew every day like I said I was going to do, I mean, if I just put forth that effort that I was talking about earlier, if I put forth as much effort in my art career as I did at my work, at my just 9-to-5 job, then I could be so much farther in life, and I know it. And it kills me sometimes inside to know that I wasted a lot of my time doing absolutely nothing. And this is what this channel is about for me. It's about progressing as an artist. It's about interacting with those individuals out there, learning new things, taking on challenges, pushing myself to the limits, working, just pure trying to, saying that I'm going to do something and actually doing it in a timely fashion. So if you guys procrastinate, it's not beneficial. You're wasting time, precious, valuable time. Life is incredibly short. And I know you don't think that way maybe sometimes because people live to 100 nowadays, but first of all, that's not guaranteed. Secondly, even if you did live to 100, I mean, you don't look back at life and be like, oh my gosh, you know, I wasted my time sitting down watching television and my career is no freaking where. And I'm a lazy bum, and that's life now for you because you procrastinated your life away. And I guess that coincides with me being lazy, and that's a part of it too. Just, I mean, if you say you're going to do something, and I'm talking to myself here as well, do it. You know, start. That's all it takes. It takes for you to start. It takes for you to tell yourself that you're going to do something and actually doing it and making it a habit. And once it becomes a habit, then it's almost impossible to stop, as far as I've heard anyway. I don't know. And I'm inking here now. You know, I had a lot of trouble with this. I'm sorry, I had to veer off, but the hair, I think I could have got it a little bit better, but I don't know. Also, these eyes, when I finish these eyes, they're going to look a little freakish, but I did change it in the end per the client's request because she saw it and thought it looked a little off as well. And I changed that, so I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. The next thing I want to talk about is how I'm unorganization. Well, I just have a lot of things that I need to work on, but I'm not a very organized person. I thank goodness that my girlfriend is organized. I am not. I throw things. I'm not just like dirty mess or anything, but not completely. Like my prints and things, they're not organized and I set up. I don't know, you know, just pretty much anything. I never take the time to put things in a place in an orderly kind of fashion to where I can easily find it. Everything is just pretty much in disarray, including all of my art. I name them weird random things. They're not in any particular order. They're not in any particular spot as far as files go. And besides just art thing, or specific art things, being unorganized as far as being a business person, because as an artist, you're kind of a business person as well. Well, you're entirely a business person as well. But being unorganized as an entrepreneur artist is not good, because you're going to need to have your budgeting laid out, have what you want to do, when you want to do it, how long you want to do it for. And that's what I'm having a huge struggle with. That's probably my biggest struggle, is keeping things orderly. Like, it feels like there's so much to think about. I'm thinking about, oh, I need to market, oh, I need to make the art, oh, I need to record the art, I need to edit it, I need to do a voiceover, I need to put it together, I need to send it out to you guys, and that's just that. I need to post regularly. I need to do all other life things that don't revolve around art. And I have a huge time focusing on anything other than art, because art is pretty much the only thing that I'm actually interested in. So it's like if it's not art, it's like tunnel vision, if it's not art, it's difficult to focus on that. And it's even difficult to focus on my own art. So just putting everything together, it is just such a struggle for me to keep my mind organized and doing things in an orderly fashion, and wanting to do other things other than art is difficult. Like, I don't, like, I feel like I could be drawing at all periods in time, and that's also why my life is not, well, I'm probably not a professional artist now, but you do have to think about the business side of things, is what I'm getting at here. Thinking about, like I said, marketing and budgets and products, and how you're going to sell stuff, when you're going to sell stuff, where you're going to sell stuff, how long are you going to sell stuff, this particular thing. Just really organizing to the, not necessarily to the T, because you don't want to, be bored. And yeah, but being organized, you guys, if you could just set yourself up a schedule, which is something that I'm trying to, it's like forcing myself into a box. That's what it feels like, you guys. It feels like putting myself in a box, but I'm really trying to organize myself. And the schedule is the very first thing, on a day-to-day basis, in an hour-to-hour basis, what it is that I want to be working on, for how long I want to be working on it, and just kind of choosing what it is that I want to do art-wise, as well as normal life-wise, normal adult things to do. Just get a little bit more organized, you guys. It will help you. It would help you out. Trust me. I've heard a lot of different artists on YouTube talk about getting themselves on a schedule, and they are absolutely correct. And I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there one day soon. But the next thing I want to talk about is marketing. So I've had this YouTube channel for over a year, and I've had Instagram for over a year, and I've had a lot of different things for over a year, right? So marketing is, if you guys don't know, it's pretty much putting your product and yourself out there to people, showing people what you have to sell, what is there from you to buy, what it's your brand. You're just showing people, what it is that you want them to see and what you want them to buy, and so on and so forth. And you can market yourself in several different ways. Social media's gotten really super popular. Ads, advertisements, paid advertisements. I don't know, other different things. I can't think of it right now, but I'm sure there are genuine ways to market if you just Google how to market, so on and so forth. And there's a little bit that goes into that too. There's knowing your target audience. Who do you want to view your work for the most part, or who do you think is going to be most interested in your art and stuff like that. There's knowing your target audience, and a few more things that kind of go into getting them to interact with you if you can. But the whole point is that you're supposed to be marketing to that target audience, marketing to those people that you think are going to like your work. And if you're marketing to the wrong people, if you're not getting a lot of people to interact with you, you know, maybe your work is great, but maybe you're in the wrong place. Maybe you're marketing the wrong way. And I'm struggling with figuring all of that stuff out. I'm just struggling with a lot of stuff, but marketing was definitely one of those things that I felt like I could have done better. Simply because it's made so easy nowadays with social media. Just posting something, posting an image of something is marketing. You're marketing your art. You're showing people your art. You're trying to get people to come look at it and engage. I've had all of these social media platforms for a while, and the posting does not match up. I had YouTube for over a year, and I only produced about 4 videos last year. And like I said, that wasn't something that I wanted to do this year. I wanted to be much better. So I plan on keeping these videos up. As well as the rest of my social medias, which include Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram, I think, and Behance, although I haven't posted on Behance just yet. But I've got to get into marketing. I mean, this right here, this YouTube video is marketing. I'm trying to get you guys to interact with me, to see my artwork, and I mean, let me know what you think, you know, that kind of stuff like that. And it's something that I'm working on it. And I think the only issue I have is really just kind of being consistent with it, because I can post. It's just how often can I post? Can I post regularly? I don't know. I have to pick a day for these videos, probably like every Sunday or so, just to kind of give me time throughout the entirety of the week. You know, actually, that is actually even isn't the problem. If I can talk, I can't talk. That isn't really actually the problem. Because I actually record a lot of videos. I record pretty much everything that I draw now for the purpose of YouTube. The problem is with that is that I don't like most things that I draw. At the end, the final result, I find myself not really liking it, and that doesn't make me want to post it, and I just have this video footage for no reason, and 9 times out of 10 I don't even finish the image because I've lost interest, or I feel like it's ugly, it didn't turn out how I wanted it to turn out, and so on and so forth. It's hard for me to get back into liking and wanting to work on a piece after I've lost interest in it, especially since I generally like to jump from image to image. When I have ideas, I like to jump on those as quickly as possible for the most part. But yeah, marketing is something that you should research that. Research marketing, learn what you need to learn about it, learn your target audience, and post and interact with your followers, and so on and so forth, and so many other things. And I don't want to tell you guys what to do, because I feel like you can get more information and it can be, you know, more clearly stated somewhere. Nope. Articles are great resources, so just go look at those and you'll find more about marketing. because that's not a subject I'm familiar with. But yeah, so we are in the inking part of the video. I think we were already in the inking part of the video. I don't know why I'm saying that again, but almost at the end. And yeah, like I said, this thing took about 4 hours, but I think it came out pretty darn good, if I don't say so myself. Look at these eyes. Look at these eyes. She's gonna look so weird. She's gonna look so weird. And she's gonna look all scared and terrified for a little bit, but like I said, it's corrected in the final image. Oh, those were all my thumbnails, my color comps. So with the coloring, I had already, like I said, I did a few thumbnails to send off to the client, and she kind of picked some colors and gave me back a bunch of feedback about what kind of colors she wanted and stuff like that. And apparently I threw in way too many colors, and she may be correct, because coloring isn't something that I'm used to doing. It's not something that I'm fantastic at or good at or great at or whatever. It's something that I want to work on, and something that I'm going to be practicing, but I was pretty happy with the end result. So everything from the start of this, you didn't see me flat everything, and that's what everything is. It's basically all flat colors. I just kind of loosely threw down some colors to kind of get a general idea of where I wanted to go. And so all of this is pretty much me cleaning that up and adding in shadows and highlights and stuff like that. Alright, you guys, so that's pretty much it for this video today. I hope you enjoy watching this commission progress from start to finish. Hopefully I wasn't rambling too much. I will get better at this, I absolutely promise. If you like this video, make sure you leave a thumbs up, like, subscribe. Stay tuned for the next video. If you have any questions, comments, if you just want to chat, leave that down in the comment section below. All my links to my social media will be in the description below. And I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. ready to see what this thing looks like.